Cancer. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to last week's video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. The link is right below. And then, of course, ring that bell once you subscribe and make sure you hit all notifications so you'll know when I upload your favorite content. Cancer Tarot comes out every single Friday along with Virgo Tarot and Leo Tarot. And there's always an extended reading every single week. And that includes a near personal reading, your romance reading, and your new erotic tarot reading, which I can share with you uncensored in the extended, but I can't over here. And that's kind of what I love to do, is just be uncensored for a while. And that's definitely the extended. And it's also the best way to donate to a channel. I get asked all the time, how do I donate? Just get the extended. It's the best way to donate. It's like, and then you get something for the donation, and it's just an awesome exchange. And that's what I believe, energy exchange is the best. So, if you're really looking for more content, go to Astrology Motivation. That's my second channel. That's where I post the weekly astrology forecasts, which are the day-by-day play-by-plays. I also have started to go live there. I am on vacation these next 2 weeks, but I've actually started to go live there and have a lot of fun over there on Mondays. And you can also catch me live on my Instagram feed, so check me out at born_without_boundaries. You see my pup in the back. That's kisses. That's kisses. born_without_boundaries, where you can go live with me daily. I do a daily tarot card reading, and they're just awesome moments together, and I'd love to have you join. Let's get into the cards. Let's just do it. Like, what do I want to start with first? Cancer. This is a message for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising Cancers. And please do check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign videos. That way you'll really get an understanding of the energies for the week. No, it doesn't want to come out. I don't force it out. In the past, we have heartache and loss, Cancerians. Heartache and loss. And this is... Okay, so this is an energy that's very difficult for us. I am a Cancer Sun. I'm a Cancer Moon. I'm a Cancer Jupiter. And my midheaven is in Cancer. So I had a lot of Cancer energy. And heartache and loss is especially difficult for us since we always live in the past. We retain things like the water. You know, think about the oil spills, right? Once you pollute the water, it's very hard to get that pollution out, because at least in terms of our world and our earth, water is the fundamental dissolvent, right? And so in other words, any water sign, once it dissolves into the water, it's very hard to get it out because it becomes part, like, attached to the chemical components. And Cancerians, I always liken to, you know, the crabs, right? But think about the crab. If sand gets under that crab's shell, it sticks with it, and it hurts and it hurts and hurts and hurts until that crab sheds the shell completely and go finds another one. And I think that's what people don't understand about Cancerians, is that that's why the hurt stays with us for so long, because it's stuck underneath that shell with that soft, you know, sweet flesh of ours. And it's almost like it's happening day by day, day one, you know, happening like Groundhog Day over and over and over again. And so pain and heartache and loss is something that is really hard for us, because we relive it until we shed the shell. And then once we shed the shell, it is literally like it's like we don't even remember it, or we do remember it, but it's like some dazed fog, like almost like a concept more than a reality that we went through. So let's talk about this. We have discontent and boredom, and heartache and loss. Okay. My first feeling with you guys is that this discontent and boredom is that you're keeping yourself from being alive because this happened. So you're not really, you don't have to be discontent and bored. Boredom for me isn't even a thing. It's just a symptom that you know what you want, but you refuse to go after it. You're fighting yourself with it. You're trying to talk yourself out of it. And why would you be doing something like that? Or there's a time in your life when everything was so good that nothing can compare to it. The waiting game. Every time I see this card, I think of the Jeopardy tune. Like, you're going to hear it in your head now. I swear, like, as soon as you're going to hear it in your head now. The whole do-do-do, you're going to hear it in your head. So there is something that you're waiting on. And I feel a little bit of vulnerability here, almost like you're waiting on something to, will it pass? Will it not? You almost know that in some ways, maybe this is in somebody else's hands, or you've been waiting somehow you've been waiting for something to happen. You've been waiting for an answer. You've been waiting for a choice. You've been waiting for somebody to choose you. You've been waiting. The waiting game. Now, a lot of people, especially Cancerians, reach out to me and they say, I've been waiting. And I say, stop right there. Don't wait. What are you waiting for? You have to live your life out loud every day. And I think that this is where it's coming from. I'm waiting. That's why you're bored. Why are you waiting? Waiting for what? Waiting for their answer? Okay. I just got an email in the mail from American Airlines. I'm registered as a frequent flyer. Europe is open. Why wait? Fuck waiting. What are you waiting for? Don't wait. Go to Europe. Take your best friend, take your mother, take your sister, take your brother, take your kids. You know, you don't, like, say you're waiting for love. Wait, what are you waiting for? Go to Paris by yourself. There's so much you can do in the midst of waiting that helps you not wait and not miss life. Stop waiting. Start living. I'm not saying force yourself into a relationship with somebody that you're not in love with, or force yourself to take a job that you can't stand. I'm saying that while you're looking for the one you know is right, do live, dare, get out there. Because there's so many other dynamics of you, those single Cancerians who are waiting for love. But you know what? There's your business side. There's your talented side. There's your friendship side. There's a side of you that's a parent. There's all these different dynamics of you that don't have to wait. Right? And so that invites in joy, because it puts you in the mode of activity. It keeps you going. Keeps you going. Keeps you searching, keeps you looking, keeps you experiencing. And as you start to generate that kind of momentum, click, 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 doors start to open for you. You haven't even asked them to. Wisdom. Ding. And then memories of love. Which to me is always this beautiful card that is not heartache and not sadness and not sorrow, but wisdom that's gained from that retrospective, especially when something used to hurt you and now it doesn't. Also, what this is saying is you're going to be getting some information on a past love, maybe the person itself or the relationship, that will help enlighten you and make you realize something that you really needed to not only forgive, which is untether yourself from the past, but be at peace in a place where this isn't hurtful and this isn't sad anymore. This is gladness. This is joy. That heartache, that sorrow, that loss is starting to be replaced with little bits of hope and happiness, because you're seeing the relevancy. You're starting to learn from it. But I think that there was something that you needed to know, information that needed to come in to help you learn. And now that's what's happening. And there's peace. Share your gifts. You are a lovely, loving person, Cancerian. Don't ever feel like you're the odd man out in the room, or that you're the low one on the totem pole that has to ask other people for approval. You open your heart and the world stops in amazement. When Cancerians believe in themselves enough to let themselves actually be themselves instead of worrying about pleasing others, the level of brilliance that happens is gonna make everybody fall in love with you. Share your gifts. Just sing. Even if you think you're terrible at it. You know that scene from My Best Friend's Wedding? It's one of my favorite fucking movies. Rupert Everett is like I think the knockout character, but Julia Roberts is always my favorite. And his character is just amazing. But one of the most amazing scenes in it is Cameron Diaz when she sings the karaoke. Remember that scene? Anyway, if you haven't seen that movie, go rent My Best Friend's Wedding. It's one of the best romantic comedies you're ever going to see. I think better than Pretty Woman, but whatever. There's a scene where basically Cameron Diaz's character can't sing at all and is so nervous with the whole karaoke thing. She's just mortified. But she gets up there and she sings, and she's off tune, but she tries and she gets into it. Even if she's off tune, she gets so into singing the karaoke that she starts laughing at herself and bopping around, and she just wins everybody over, completely out of tune. And that's what I want you to think of, is show your heart, because that's what singing really is. It's sharing your heart out loud. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be pure. And as long as the purity comes from just being unadulterated and allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Come on, man. It's not an emergency. So the bad news that you think you've gotten, or is this actually good news? You're not terminal. You're not terminal. Something is not over with. And then we have start anew in the back. And this is all kind of like that shaky leg syndrome, but start anew what? After heartache and loss, what are we going to... It's asking us to start over. And you know how interesting it is? Doesn't she look like a butterfly? Heartache and loss creates the cocoon that will eventually make the butterfly. So, what are we starting over with? What are we doing? And have we really lost anything that we can't find something better than? I don't think so. But let's keep going. Cancer. We have the King of Cups. And isn't that wonderful? Because that's very much our energy. It could be scorpionic energy. Basically, the King of Cups really knows himself and knows what he feels, and he's reached a point in his emotional evolution where he doesn't have to prove himself to anybody. He knows what he wants, and the people around him know that they're wanted. Hold up. You also have the King of Wands here. Okay. You choosing? You choosing between two people? You're going to have two choices, the King of Cups or the King of Wands. What are you choosing? What are you choosing? What are you choosing? You let me know. So the King of Cups represents emotional security, emotional stability, emotional steadfastness, emotional serenity, and just solid-heartedness. Not as in I'm defending myself rock hard. I know who I am. I'm in control of my emotions. And then, of course, the King of Wands is here. God, when you open your heart, you are so irresistible. And that's what I'm getting. Of course, Cancerians, this could be your choice between a King of Cups and a King of Wands. So, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, King of Cups. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, King of Wands, or maybe a nice combination of them both, because you all know that we are not just our sun sign. In the past, we have Magician. You are working on something that you really love. This is your ultimate passion, and you are so solid and steady in it that you will not give up until you win. You have the Queen of Pentacles, and she is all about business and making damn sure somebody does their job correctly and gets the deal. And then bam, the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is defending what you know is right and sticking up for it and not giving up. You have a little bit of leeway at first, but you've got to keep going. It's your tenacity that is actually going to seal the deal. I gotta pick the moon cards, right? For Cancers, we gotta do moon cards. 555. Something in... Okay, this is weird. Hold on. There's a card that flew out. So, a fiery climax approaches, but it's in reverse. It's in reverse. In some ways, that means what? This doesn't have an ending. Let me get into this. A time for healing. Balsamic moon. That's happening now. Okay, so healing maybe even the situation that we're in, the relationship that we're in, the circumstance that we're in, healing ourselves, yes, but also patching up broken shit. And then we have meditate and contemplate. This is Piscean energy, to understand yourself and take some time to calm yourself and to go in with a very fluent, open-hearted, non-judgmental sensibility. Your commitment is being tested, which is why you're going to need to meditate and contemplate and go back to your breath and to feel connected even when it's hard to. You can always go back to your breath. And then we have, it's time to release negativity. That's part of the healing process. It's time to release your negativity. It's time to release your anger. It's also time to release your neediness. It's also time to release all of those things you felt so dependent on or attached to with whatever it is you want. It's not time to release what you want, but it's time to release all the ways you feel like you failed. It's time to release all that and hold your vision. Hold your vision. So do not give up. Your commitment is being tested. You know, at the end of the day, Cancerians, you're going to have to come to this one conclusion. I do this because I love it. I don't do it because I want to get paid. Everybody wants to get paid. I'm not saying you're not going to get paid. But I don't do it because I want to get paid. And I don't do it even to be the best at it. I don't do it to compete. I do it because I love this. And nobody but nobody is going to make me give up on something that I love. That's just the point. You got it. And that's what I said. What did I say when I saw this? There's no climax. You're never giving up on this. You have endless fire, endless passion, and endless amounts of energy when it comes to this. You tell me. You tell me. We're going to go in depth, especially in the extended tarot. I know there was another one that popped over. I want to give you... Yep. Mending. So something's healing. Yin is in reverse. So our cups ran dry. And we were not allowing people to fill us up. We were giving it all. Or it's just a sense of we put everything into something. All our eggs in one basket. All our energy into one channel. We basically let it all ride on a long shot. But guess what? The ride isn't over. And you're still steering it. So keep going. We have mending here. Healing, like in other words, it feels like there's some sort of things that you have to patch up while you're on this way. It's almost like you're on the high seas and you're getting racked back and forth and you have to mend rips in your sail. And that's kind of what you're doing. You're mending those aspects of your journey that handicapped the rest of your journey. And that's what's happening now. So if things are slow or stagnating a little bit, it's because things are on the mend. Maybe they need a little bit more time. I wanted to take these cards too. It's also saying I'm going to be creative and invent ways to heal what may look like impossible to heal. But I'm going to do it and not give up. Bondage. This is in the past. The one card that came out. Bondage. Being stuck by fear. Being stuck by perfection. I just had this conversation with my best friend, guys. And she said the perfect way to phrase this is perfection is the killer of progress. You can wait around forever trying to be perfect, trying to do things perfect, trying to get the perfect moment, trying to get things in the perfect order. And you have stalled and missed so many opportunities, and then you're behind, and now it's not perfect again. And you just get deeper and deeper into being stuck because you expect perfection, or you expect things to go how you fantasize them, or you can't look at yourself for not being the best of yourself. Guess what? Step outside of that bondage as the imperfect, beautiful you, and you will understand that nobody achieves anything because they were ready or because they were perfect at it. They achieve great things because they just kept going. Sometimes even sloppy. But whatever this is worth, this is exactly what you need to hear right now. I hope that I'm psyching you up, because you need to keep going. Especially if you heard some disappointment. You know what? Maybe it isn't even disappointment. Some part of you knew that that door you just knocked on was going to be a no. So why are you disappointed? You're too psychic to not have known that was going to be the answer, and that wasn't the right door for you. You know. You know. Cancerians, we get a little bit lazy like this. And then we talk ourselves into this emotional fret. But you're like, bullshit. Get out there and knock on another fucking door. Because you knew. You knew. Balancing masculine and feminine energies, ametrine. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. Balancing out that yin with that yang. Let yourself sparkle and shine. Oh, this opal. Let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. And then what it says is revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, hello, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. The secret to your success is in your hands and in your revealing yourself, what's under your shell. Let yourself feel all your emotions. Your entire rainbow spectrum of feelings is sending you important messages and guidance. I can't wait to get into this with you. Let's read quickly your animal totem messages. Cancer, 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 Cancer. You know, maybe this is just a lost love. You are never alone. You felt alone a lot of times in your life. You felt alone a lot. This is the underlying energy of just feeling alone. You know why that is? It's because you're a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs actually spend a lot of time alone. Time to let go. This is more scorpionic energy. Time to let go of a love disappointed. Also time to let go of pain that you cannot change. Overcome any obstacle. Overcome it. You can. This is Taurus energy. Believe in yourself. This is a Virgo energy. So little by little, you're going to be overcoming some sort of financial bullshit by just working hard, working diligently, and keeping at it. Keeping at it. Like extreme abundance. And it's telling you, be tenacious, because right now you may be in the pain portion, but be tenacious. Step by step, pedantic commitment to continue to plant those seeds, because you're going to be overcoming these obstacles. You're going to be overcoming the obstacles. It's also saying that you might have to put in, sort of do a little bit of boring work. It's just part of the process. It may be unglamorous. So what? It's a what? It's unglamorous 5,000 miles from where you used to be. You're still making progress. You know, it's like taking a side hustle. It doesn't mean you've stopped pushing forward. It means that's how you're pushing forward. And then we have Spirit has your back. You're being called to lead, because this is the government card. You know, this is the ruler card. This is the Great Spirit card. You're also being called by Great Spirit to step up and lead and be chosen. Your hard work is the key. Maybe even the work you've already put in is the key that you will be selected and you will stand out. Let's go over to tarot. The link is below. I'll see you guys over there.